So, the topic of discussion today is Tay-K. Tay-K is a rapper from Texas. You guys might know him by the song "The Race." But I ain't beat the case, the chat did the race. And he had a banger. I don't know if it was a mixtape or anyways. Tay-K, man, already in Texas prison, served in a 55-year sentence on the first unaliving, which he didn't actually pull the trigger. He was the one that provided the gun, and because he didn't take a plea is why he resulted in a 55-year sentence. Everyone in that case took a plea deal. Don't quote me on this. Got less time than what he got, including the person that pulled the trigger. I think I could be wrong on that, but that's a video for a whole nother time. Anyway, so Tay-K on his second unaliving case in Texas, Bexar County, Judge Boyd. Oh my God, yo, I've seen Judge Boyd like do a bunch of like fry people. This is the last judge that he would have wanted, but hey, you know, we all have to ultimately pay for the mistakes that we make in life, regardless of the situation. You know, we're put in these trials and tribulations, whether it's God or you put yourself, the universe, whatever you believe in. It's not you know, it's how you react to situations is ultimately going to lead to your downfall or your triumph. So anyways, he's in his second unaliving, and he didn't get convicted of capital murder, which is what they were trying to do, which I believe they can do the death sentence on that in Texas. But he did get convicted of murder. Capital, or not capital, but regular M. So his sister came up after and was like, you know, he dealt with a bunch of abuse as a child, how his father used to beat him, basically providing the narrative that from the beginning he didn't have a chance, which, I mean, that's a tough one to, that's a tough narrative for some people to understand, given the fact that there's people in this world that, you know, have just been privileged since before they were born, from generations. They've just, you know, and they might not go through things that other people go through. So that's very hard for people to understand. For somebody like me, I totally understand that. And I'm not saying that that's an excuse, you know, at all. You know, everybody goes through what they go through, whether it's in childhood or later, you know, or their whole lives, you know. That doesn't give you an excuse, but I do understand how from the beginning the chances of him making it, which he did. That's the crazy thing. His music was good, even though because of his first charge is why he's in the position that he's in musically. I believe that's what made his song pop, you know. So maybe he wouldn't have popped if he wouldn't have caught these charges. But you know, from the very beginning, the likelihood of somebody in that situation to make it out and at the bare minimum, you know, be a law-abiding citizen is not, it's, you know, you're part of a statistic at this point, which is the sad thing. You know, this is definitely the sad thing, is at the end of the day, Tay-K has become a statistic. So anyways, that's the topic of discussion for today. Tay-K, so basically he received an 80-year sentence. She didn't run it consecutively to what, his 55, so after his 55 is over, the 80 then kicks in. She ran it concurrently. So he got credit for time served, and ultimately Tay-K is going to be spending the rest of his life behind the Texas prison. So, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. I know that I haven't posted in a while, but I'm gonna start getting to this content next week. I'm locking in, I promise you, and we're gonna go up. So like, comment, subscribe, guys. Love you.